Becky's been to our previous beverage session, and she had a great success from there. Talk about your experience with the session itself, the meetings, and then we'll get into the success.
Okay. ECRM makes it really easy. We get assigned a customer service person, and mine's Caroline, and she's amazing. And so Caroline answers all of my questions. She helps us get everything registered online. The agendas are great because you have lots of time to mix and mingle with other people, so you get to know about other brands, meet people, and then they show up at the shows again. And so I just love the ease of ECRM. You just ship your stuff, it's in your booth, you put it up. Your potential buyers come to me, and so that's different from a regular trade show in some aspects, but you have time to sit down and talk. And the nice thing is the folks who come to my booth already know a little bit about my product and are interested. So there's already some kind of interest in your product, and knowing that you're scheduled ahead of time, you can research a little bit and learn more about your potential buyers so that you can kind of craft your pitch to them as well.
That's great. That's great. Tell us about the win.
Yeah. So the win is we got a PO from the summer beverage session from Giant Martin's for our Scoot lemonade to be in their stores during their 3 different cycles this summer, and it was a large PO. So we were very excited about it, and that's our first retail PO for Scoot, and so we're just here looking for more of that to spread, how much we love Scoot and give that opportunity to everyone to try it.
Awesome. Well, for the brands out there that might be watching this, to kind of help with their expectations, once you met, can you go through the timeline from your initial meeting? What are some of the things you had to do along the way? Because I'm assuming the conversations moved offline, in person, at their offices, or, how did that roll out?
So for me, I think the biggest thing about you have to acknowledge in retail is it's a very different beast from D2C. Mm-hmm. So if you have companies that are moving from D2C to retail, you can't have everything ready and flip the switch. Mm-hmm. In this case, we met at the July session. Actually, we had to meet virtual after the meeting, and that was fine. And then we continued to talk over email and verbal conversations with the buyer. Mm-hmm. And then, we started working with the rep at their distributor and getting pricing together. And so we started that in August, and we have just now, late January, finished up that process and got ready for the order. So, but it kept moving. And I think that's one thing that we have to do is we have to keep it moving along because buyers have a lot of things on their plate. But the communication was absolutely fantastic. And like I said, them already knowing something about your product is key, I think.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point too. There's a lot of steps. Like once you have that initial meeting, and it looks like buyers more and more, instead of you going to their office, it'll be a virtual meeting afterwards. So you met with them in person at our session, and then you had a virtual meeting with them, and then the back and forth, and other people need to get involved along the way. And that was pretty fast, because normally it can take, if they're interested at one of our meetings, it can take anywhere from a few months to a year and change.
Absolutely.
So this was very fast. So they don't always happen this fast. It can take some time, but also, it means a lot. It shows how you have your stuff together.
Oh, thank you.
How that happens. So.